What's your name?
My name is Upasana.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sofia.
Nice to meet you too. Nice
Where are you
name.
from?
I'm from India.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
What part of India?
I live in Delhi.
Oh my God, I would love to visit.
Have you ever been here in India? Have you ever
No,
been here?
I've never been to India.
Okay. And where
Yeah.
are you from?
So I'm from Miami, in the United States, but I live in Spain right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you do in India? Are you in school?
No, I have completed my graduation and I also teach some students English.
Oh, nice. Do you
I
teach at a
have
school?
a YouTube channel.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So I make videos to help students to improve their English.
Oh my God, that's great. On YouTube.
Yes.
Ooh.
Uh, One thing I want to ask you, if you allow me, can I post this conversation on my YouTube channel if you allow?
Sure, of course. Go
Okay,
ahead.
thanks so
Yeah.
much.
So what are your YouTube videos? How are they oriented? Is it like grammar? Is it
Sometimes I make videos to improve grammar. Sometimes I make videos to remove hesitation while improving English, because a lot of my students, they get very demotivated when they are trying really hard and they don't see any result. So I make videos to motivate them, and sometimes I post the conversation of Cambly videos so that they can learn something new.
Oh, that's very nice. I totally agree that an issue with learning a language is that sometimes students get frustrated because
That's true.
they don't find themselves being able to communicate. Um, I'm a teacher at a school.
Okay. Your voice is not audible.
Wait, you
Hello.
froze. There, you froze for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying that I'm a teacher at like a school. I studied education for children, and I try to do the same thing. Find a way to keep them motivated.
Okay.
Because yeah, sometimes I guess it's normal for people to not feel motivated sometimes. I guess.
That's true. But here people quit learning English when they are not motivated for a long time, when they don't see any result. So it happens.
Um, how is English teaching in India? Like, how do you feel? Is it good? Does it need some improvement?
It's really good. First of all, I would like to tell you that I'm not able to see you right now. My
It
screen is all black. Should I call you back?
Try calling me back, yeah, because it's not me. Okay,
Now it's fine. So
okay.
here teaching English is quite easy, but here motivating people is a very challenging thing, I will say, because a lot of students, they just ask that, ma'am, how long will it take me to improve English, or after how many months would I be able to speak fluently? So these are the challenges that I have faced.
Yeah, that is definitely something that's very common. The question of how long, you know, I've seen so many programs online selling learn English in a month, in 2 months, and I'm like, oh my God. It's like, I feel like it really depends on the person, because some
That's
people
true.
it's easier for some people to learn languages, and also it depends on how much time you're dedicating to the language.
That's true.
I speak Spanish as well. I'm bilingual, and I love languages. I've always been surrounded by a lot of languages, and I've always learned that there is no time to learn a language.
uh, Most of time I also face this problem that when I'm speaking, or whenever I'm shooting my videos, sometimes I use so many fillers. So do you have any tip, how can I remove my fillers while speaking in English? Sometimes I just go numb and I just say so, and so these are the fillers I almost face problems in.
So, for example, I have a student that he constantly uses for example. So for him, I tell him it's not a bad thing because at the end of the day, we have to remember that a language is to communicate. So as long as you're able to communicate what you're trying to say, it's okay to use fillers in certain situations. If you're doing it in a professional setting, then like you said, you need to find alternatives. So the way that I would recommend for someone to do that is one, recognize what are your fillers. So if it's, for example, the word so, try looking for a word to replace that, you know?
So what are the alternatives of so? What else can we use on
For
the place
example,
of so?
instead of saying so, you could say like, you could
Like.
say as I was saying, okay?
Okay.
To be honest, when we speak, like when I speak with my friends or like when I speak in class, it's normal to use fillers, because when you speak, you use them as connectors. It's not the same as when you're writing. When you're writing, obviously, you want to use different kinds of vocabulary. So, like I said, if you do have an issue with using fillers, it's okay as long as it's not like super bad.
But sometimes people use so, like when they speak, so they use fillers more than they speak. Like so, and I was telling, so these kind of fillers they use more than they speak.
Yeah, that's an issue with fluency. That's what it is. Because they are using the fillers to use that time to think of what they're trying to say. So
Yes.
with that, you just need to practice on your fluency more. So you don't
Okay.
need to use so much of your time.
So I think the like the more we speak, then we will be able to improve our fillers.
Exactly. It's speaking. Speaking, it's hard for people to practice speaking because if you're not surrounded by a native speaker or you don't have someone that has that fluency, it's not like reading or writing that you can study alone, which is
That's
why
true.
I think Cambly's super cool, because so many people can do this from home and it's easy.
Yes, because speaking, we don't usually get a perfect partner to speak our English with, or even we get, then that person can't improve our mistakes. So this is a challenging thing.
Exactly. So, like here in Spain, I worked at several English academies, and a lot of students that I had, their only request was to practice conversation because they would tell me, I study at home, I study in school, but it's the speaking part I have an issue with. And then with
Yes.
that comes the issue, quote unquote, with the accents because of course someone from London is going to speak very differently than someone from Liverpool, than someone from New York, than someone from Melbourne and Australia. For example, I have an accent from Miami.
So is it fine to have different accent? Like since I'm from India, so I have different accent. So do I need to copy foreigners or like your accent? Do I need to copy, or is it fine to speak in your own accent?
I think it's you don't need to imitate an accent. It's the
Mhm.
same if I were to try to imitate someone from New York or from London. Like that's not how I speak. For example, you have your accent from India, and that's not something that you should be ashamed of or try to change
Yes.
because it's part of how you speak. And like I said, as long as you're able to communicate, which you communicate perfectly, that's the main objective of a language is communication.
Because a lot of people say that, ma'am, how can I improve my accent, or how can I get the accent? Or there are so many videos on YouTube, like TED Talk videos. So people watch these videos and they try to imitate everything. Even some of my, like I have seen people here in India, they try to copy the accent of US people and UK people, and it sounds very fake, like what I believe.
That's the thing, people like a native accent. To have a native accent for someone who's not a native speaker, it's very difficult in any language, to be honest.
Yes.
Even me, when I speak Spanish, my Spanish is not the same Spanish that people here in Spain speak. It's different. For me to force that accent would just sound very strange.
That's true. That's true.
So
So you also learned Spanish. So what are the difficulties you faced while learning Spanish?
So I learned it through my mom, like as a baby. So now as an adult, the difficulties are fluency, keeping my fluency. But yeah, it was very nice meeting you.
Yes, we are done with time. Thank you
Goodbye.
so much.
Thank you too.
Bye bye.